How are you guys doing today? I'm Angelo Jean-Pierre, the City Service Director, and I'm here with...
I'm Andrew. I'm one of our children's pastors.
And we want to touch base and talk to you about the opportunity that you guys have to impact, pour into, and build upon what God's done with the children in our community. We've had the privilege of pouring into families' lives and the children of our community. Bethel's been doing it for over 50 years. And so you guys are building upon the history of impact that we've had in the city. Last year, Andrew's teams, they had over 250 kids give their hearts to Jesus in over 17 schools, and that's not even including the neighborhoods where we saw salvations, lives changed, and families impacted. And so we're going to share with you some of the key things you want to do, and then some of the things that you actually don't want to do to steward the relationships with the parents, the schools, and the families in this community this year. So I'm going to let Andrew kick it off.
So the first thing we want to do is we always want our parents to feel super safe, and we want you guys to be safe as well. And so here are some do's and don'ts for you guys. First of all, never be alone with a child ever. It means that even if there's a few minutes where you feel like it'd be okay if you and this kid maybe walked back to their house alone or something like that, we would encourage you to never do that. Always make sure that there's another adult there. That way that there's someone that can vouch for you if there was ever a situation that would come up. And it also makes that parent feel really safe knowing that there were two adults that were there that made sure their kid got back home. If you're ever going to someone's door and a kid greets you first, make sure that you're asking them to see their parent first so that you can make sure that parent knows that that kid is maybe going with you to your city service or whatever program you're doing that day. So if a kid approaches you and their parent's not around, make sure you're connecting with that family. And that's going to do two things. That's going to make sure that parent knows what's going on with their kid. It's also going to give you an opportunity to be able to talk to that family and open that door for connection with them as well. So here are some don'ts. Some of the don'ts we have are, first of all, please don't take pictures of minors, of kids. We want to make sure, first of all, that we're being really present with those kids and we're not taking a moment to take a picture or a selfie with them, but actually engage with them. And the other part is some of these kids, we can't legally take pictures of them. They could be in foster care and their parents haven't signed a release. So it's always better to not take pictures. When in doubt, don't take a picture of a situation. Some other don'ts that we want you to be aware of are if kids are naturally really touchy-feely, really relational. And so if a kid wants to sit on your lap, we actually ask that you don't do that. So what you can do is you can give them some really great choices. They can sit on your left-hand side or your right-hand side. That way, if a parent or a teacher or someone comes in, they feel really comfortable with how we're interacting with kids in the room. The other thing is too, so whatever city service you're with, make sure you're asking your overseer what their policy is with taking kids to the restroom. If you're out in the community, you're probably wanting to have those kids go back to their own homes. If you're in a school, you're wanting to ask the school, what makes you guys feel the most comfortable with kids using the restroom? Because you're never wanting to go alone with a child anywhere, and you're never wanting to go alone with a child into the bathroom. And if you ever have questions about what feels safe or unsafe, the first thing you can do is really ask yourself what would make you feel safe if you were a kid, but you can also ask your overseer because they're going to want to help you and make sure that all of those things are covered and that you're understanding what we're looking for and what's going to make the city feel really safe with our interactions with kids.
Bless you guys. If you have any other questions regarding kids, you can always defer to your direct overseer for your city service, your outreach, and they'll be able to guide you, answer questions. Bless you guys. Thank you for serving our city, and have an amazing year.